Hello, I am Ruben Edino, the author of this book. As you can see, the title of the book is The Art of Church Music, The Untold Secret of Excellent Music. Wow, I love this book from my heart. If I am not the writer, if I'm not the author, I will look for it. The reason being that the content will make me better, and I have seen people that the book has changed over the years. Now, what I'm here to do for you is to do a rundown. I'm sure you have seen it before, and even if you have not seen it, I'm going to introduce it to you in a simpler manner, right? So let's do a rundown. I won't waste your time, please. Just pay full attention to what I will say about it, because I will lie not. Is that okay? All right, The Art of Church Music. Now, the book is about 5 sections. The sections are addressing specific needs, and under those sections there are chapters. All these chapters are addressing specific needs. All right, so this book, I started this section 1 talks about fundamentals of music. Yeah, do you know why this is so important to me? I run through scripture and I saw it in Psalm 11 verse 3 that if the foundation be destroyed, not even a righteous man can do anything. So even if you are righteous, without the right foundation, you can fumble. And that's what I don't want you to do in the music industry and ministry. Is that okay? So one of the things I wrote, there are about 4 chapters under those. We talked about foundational concepts, some of those definitions. And the beautiful thing about it is that I am not using those jaw-breaking words that scare everyone away from music. When I pick them, I break them down to everyday words that even a child can use it at primary school. And the application of those words will be well spelled out for you. So the knowledge of this thing will make your feet grounded. I've seen people struggling to make some explanations as music director, as singers, about some concept they want people to understand. This is what I help you address. So when you want to correct, when you want to talk about some stuff, you have a whole lot of them in this section, and it will help you. So you learn intervals and scales, introduction to sight reading, those symbols that are looking big. My brother, if you look at what I did there, you will thank God that the book is written for your sake. Then the other thing is about sulfur notation. Now it may look archaic, but I found out that people that are grounded in this reality are the ones that are making waves. You are not just trying to really dialing around music. You know your tone and you know how to note it down. You have a song you wanted to sing, you know the note you can keep on the ground to help you sing it later. Is that okay? So we move to the second section, which is science and anatomy of singing. Brothers and sisters, I found out that singing is a science and it's an art. The art part of it is the creativity, all right? And the science has to do with, you need to know what organs make the singing come out and how well to use those organs. I was privileged to do some studies about vocal anatomy, vocal physiology, and vocal pathology. So I can gladly tell you that I know why you sing the way you do. I know why you sound the way you do. And I know what to do where something is wrong. This understanding gives every vocal coach the temerity to teach, to coach. So you not just tell somebody to go and eat frog so that he can sing well. You can't tell everybody to go and drink egg or eat okra. Any of your statement is backed by research and is backed by knowledge. This is what I did in this aspect. So some topics you see there is anatomy and physiology of singing, breathing for singing and for health, music articulation and communication, and music food. Music has its food. When you delve into this book, you understand what music food is about. All right. Then another section is vocal culture and development. Having known how your voice functions, how do you culture it? And that is where training comes from. There's a definition I did there. I said singing, voice training is your ability to bring your voice under subjection. The same way you bring your spirit under subjection, you can bring your voice under subjection. What does that mean? You have ability to tell your voice to do what you want it to do per time. So you are not the one to lose your voice because you wanted to solo. You have ability to tell your voice. You give it instruction through training. So you pass through that, you understand some voice training tips, relevant tips for the training, vocal range extension. I have heard people say I went to the field to shout so that I'll extend my range, and you'll be rewarded with vocal trouble. This book will guide you on some ways of going around it. All right. Then vocal quality. How do you develop vocal quality? And major problems with vocal productions. I'll tell you the problem and I'll tell you the correction. All right. So where are the vocal coaches around the world? Grab this book for your use and you'll thank me later. All right. Now, other section, the fourth section, talk about basic principles of singing. There's this thing we call attack and release. How do you hit instantaneously the note you need to start with? And how do you release it? How do you use messa di voce? It sounds hard, right? Look at the book. The drawing that helps you to do this is included, all right? Then basic principles of singing professionally. You want to sing professionally? Have you admired anyone singing professionally? I decided to bring all those principles into this book. Without struggle, you can pick it and use it, and you become a professional singer, all right? Then I still talk about how to rehearse. It's a good thing to be a good singer, but it will be very bad if you don't know how to rehearse professionally. Those tips have been encapsulated in this document, in this compendium. Is that okay? Then the last part of it, which is the fifth section, is music performance and management. What is the beauty of all that you have done if you don't know how to perform it? Many people have trained, but they don't know how to perform. So there is the psychology, there is tips I decided to put in this book. Then the first thing I did in this part is to talk about performing media. There are two main media, the voice and the musical instrument. Of course, I was talking about the music component in some part of it. Music component are song, singer, instrument, and instrumentalist. So all of this component fall under the performing media. What you do with them determine your excellent performance. And that's why we started talking about some other stuff like microphone techniques. Microphone can be a vice or a virtue in your hand. What you do with it makes it a great tool in your hand. I have seen people that their performances have been destroyed because of a very good tool in their hand. And you will get to know that a good mic in a bad singer's hand could be trouble than a bad mic in a good singer's hand. I don't know that you get that. You get this understanding in this book. Then basic guides to auditioning. Have you been trying to audition to raise a team, or you want to be auditioned? You want to go into a team and you are looking for how to develop yourself. I wrote deeply on how, on a professional level, on how this can be done. Then stage art and performance psychology. Performance has its psychology. Stage has its acts that when you are not doing it, you can turn all your rehearsal to vanity because of lack of the psychology and lack of the skills needed for the act. All of these things are discussed. The last part, and like one of my main parts that I love most, is choir management. As a music director that I've raised many known choir within the country, and I've raised many music directors, this part I wrote my experiences here. The experience that I've raised many names, known music directors around the country, Nigeria here, that if I mention their name, you may know them. No, I may not want to bug you with all the stories, but everything needed to be a great music director or to sing correctly in a group musicianship is encapsulated in the last chapter titled Choir Management. Brothers and sisters, this book, take it. It will take you to where you wanted to go. Thank you very much. I am Ruben Edina, the author of The Art of Church Music. Thank you very much.